Today, we're coming to you from the grand halls of the University of Birmingham, an institution steeped in discovery and research since 1900. The University of Birmingham was the UK's first civic university, a place designed for everyone, not just the privileged few. Every one of our graduands today is part of that proud tradition of learning and achievement. Degree congregations at the University of Birmingham date back to 1901 and are held here in the Great Hall, right at the heart of our Edgbaston campus. Attended by nearly 30,000 graduates and guests each year, these events are the highlight of the university calendar and represent for many students the conclusion of their studies at Birmingham. Originally built as a cathedral to learning, the Great Hall never fails to impress our visitors. The building is Grade 2 listed, and it's really the details that make the space so special. It features a trompe-l'oeil domed ceiling located above its formal marble entrance. The entrance is bordered by archways that are designed to draw the eye towards the centre of the room. The music you can hear is being performed by our very own student musicians. They often perform versions of modern pop hits or songs with a Birmingham connection. graduands wait for the ceremony to start, this is a time for them to reflect on how far they've come. They may think back to the first lecture they attended in a packed lecture hall, making friendships that will last a lifetime. Maybe they're thinking back to their first eureka moment, when their chosen field of study finally clicked into place. Or perhaps they're thinking about late-night debates in the guild, that group project that pushed them to their limits, or the spark of inspiration when they saw their research was really making an impact. Today, they close one chapter and open another. A degree from the University of Birmingham is more than just a name on a certificate. Our graduates are recognised by employers for their resilience, creativity, and dedication. Soon, they'll find many exciting opportunities waiting for them. Quick shout-outs to the staff, students and volunteers who have made this special day possible. We couldn't have done it without you. Also, a reminder to share your photos from today on social media. Make sure to tag our accounts so we can engage with your moment. Is a mixture of graduands who sit in the back of the hall and their loved ones who are seated near the stage. During the ceremony, the graduands will make their way up to the stage, accept their scroll, and be applauded by their families and fellow students. In the sea of formal robes in the ceremony, attendees may spot black gowns, red and green gowns, and possibly some other eye-catching colours. The black robes are worn by those graduating with their bachelor's and master's. Green and red robes are for those picking up a doctorate degree. To the families, friends and supporters watching from home today, your encouragement, pep talks and well-timed cups of tea have helped our graduates reach this day. Let's take a moment to appreciate the parents who still don't quite understand what their child studied but are immensely proud regardless. Well done, everyone. You've earned this celebration. our ceremony will begin. There's a degree of pomp and circumstance to the day that echoes back through the years. These rituals connect our graduands today to students from the very first British universities formed in the 13th century. This procession isn't just tradition for tradition's sake, it's the university's way of honouring the past, affirming the authority of scholarship, and marking the threshold our graduands are about to cross. It's time for the procession to start. Senior academics of the university are led into the Great Hall by two mace bearers and will sit on stage throughout the ceremony. There is a mace bearer at the front of the line and one at the back. The latter is called the Esquire Bedell. Both carry large silver maces that they put down on stage. This is a ceremonial kick-off to the day. The mace bearers are usually staff members from the university who have volunteered to take part. Row by row, the procession makes its way up to the stage, passing proud faces in the congregation. Students in mortarboards, parents wiping away tears, tutors exchanging proud glances. A senior member of the university, such as the Chancellor or a Provost, will be the last to take their place. They'll stand before the attendees and declare the congregation open.
I declare the congregation open.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Catherine Mangan, and I'm the Pro-Vice-Chancellor and Head of the College of Social Sciences. It is a pleasure to welcome you to Birmingham today and to your graduation ceremony. To our graduates at the back, and to you, their friends, family and supporters, thank you for being here so that we can share in this very special occasion together. Today is a real celebration, not only of academic success, but of commitment, perseverance, and personal growth. Graduates, as members of the College of Social Sciences, you have spent time immersed in your discipline, examining the forces that shape our societies, and developing the ability to question, analyse, and influence the world around you. Your journey here may not have been easy. Achievement at this level rarely is. It is earned through effort, resilience, and the willingness to learn from what doesn't go to plan. You will have encountered demanding assessments, complex ideas, and moments when the next step was not immediately clear. But you found a way through by thinking carefully, working purposefully, and supporting one another. You built not only knowledge, but character and confidence too. Many of you will be leaving formal education behind and readying yourselves to dive into or return to the so-called real world. I urge you not to lose the spark of curiosity that you've nurtured during your studies. Keep listening to the voice in your head that says, is there more to this than meets the eye? Keep asking why, keep asking how, and what if. And keep seeking new knowledge. Gather evidence, weigh arguments, and always be open to changing your mind. Universities like this are esteemed places of learning, and they are also special places where people with differing beliefs, languages, customs, interests, and personalities can meet, exchange perspectives, and often forge meaningful connections. You should treasure these relationships. They form the basis for your future support network. They are people who will sustain you in times of success and in times of challenge. Like the knowledge you've built here, these bonds can extend far beyond your time on campus. Let's just take a moment to acknowledge those who have played a crucial role in your achievements to date. Behind me here are just some of our university community who have encouraged your intellectual curiosity, nurtured your creativity, and inspired you to keep going. You will have been supported by tutors and by student support teams. I invite you now to thank everyone who has supported you during your time here. And in front of me, and tuning in from all corners of the globe, are your friends, your family and supporters who are so proud of everything that you've achieved. You will all have that person or those people who had faith in you, people who supported you and showed you kindness, and without whom you wouldn't be here. So those about to graduate, let's give a round of applause and a huge cheer to say thank you for all your supporters and the people who made it possible. Thank you. So in a minute, you're going to come up on this stage and the Pro-Vice Chancellor for Wharton Research will admit you to your degree. This is your moment. When your name is read out, that will be your graduation. And for friends and family, that is your cue to make a lot of noise. So, be careful on the steps, give a big smile for the cameras, and don't forget to savour your moment, and many congratulations to you all.
Now, for the handing of the scrolls. The graduands walk across the stage to collect their scroll from the presiding officer.
Good morning. My name is Edgar Meyer. I am the Dean of Birmingham Business School. Pro-Vice Chancellor, to you and to the university, I present the names of these graduands as listed in my programme, proved worthy to be admitted to their respective degrees.
By virtue of my authority as Pro-Vice Chancellor, I admit those persons listed in the programme, both in attendance and in their absence, to the degree for which they are to be presented.
For a Bachelor of Science in Business Management, Owen Adams. Shahzada Hasib Akbar. Huda Akhlaq. So Anshi Alicia. Minavar Amamodova. Jacob Amis. Isabel Atugonza. Hitu Mayado Ung. Nikhil Balwani. Zach Bayless. Gautam Bindi Prasad. Charles Louise Black. David Blitz. Kayan Bryce. Lily Burke. Zhu Huanzai. Guonan Chen. Harrison Clark. Tommaso Cristoni. Hannah Crook Stanley. Ryan Damodar. Robbie Daliwal. Jing Qi Ding. Fraser Edwards. Jasmine El-Felahi Lamadi. Tyler Evans. Chun Feng. Ben Fry. Isabella Gardiner. Boya Gu. Talia Hamlin. Yushin Han. Nadia Fitri Hassan. Yishuan Hao. Gustavo Neri Huaman Cifuentes. Yong Huang. Yumeng Huang. Adri Huda. Riyad Basir Hulkori. Xiang Qianji. Miao Zhenjiang. Zhe Mingjiang. Oluwadugotimi Olamide Paul Kadiri. Alinur Ulfatovich Kadyrov. Jasmine Kaur. Bolanle Kazim. Ethan Kendrick. Mayan Kicha. Shi Hong Lao. Zaskia Lawrence. Phoebe Lewis. Yichen Li. Yongxin Liang. Wei Che Liao. Kunxi Liu. Yang Liu. Ho Lam Lo. Harry Mann. Rene Mehta. Thomas Mitchell. Kader Elias Mizrafara. Sidant Nair. Guillaume Nam Kong. Taketsu Nanichi. Alex O'Brien. Daniela Agogogone Ubbadu. Chidera Esther Ubalubi. Arian Ori. Omotayo Omolokun. Arjun Patel. Amy Potter. Ashton Quinn. Marcelini Soaduan Cesario Rajagukuk. Razan Farel Ramiro. Gurav Roy. And Sajif. Demiran Zarail. Natasha Scarlett. Rohan Segal. Krish Shah. Amos Jung Ji Sim. Decray Sims. Manya Singhal. William Smallshaw. Danny Song. Xixian Song. Harry Stringer. Supragya. Henry Sutherland. Ying Yu Tan. Kamila Tomasevich. Anisha Udin. Vishnaya Uttayakumar. Risa Verma. Xia Yi Wang. Shuo Wang. Yachi Wang. Yiji Wang. Yunyi Wang. Jack Webb. Jie Yi Wei. Su Yun Wei. Jia Xin Wu. Jie Yi Wu. Yang Ran Wu. Natalia Visotto. Chen Lin Xiao. Wen Xin Shu. Qin Yishuan. Joshua Yemen. Qing Daiyang, Zi Shenyang, Hao Huiye, Lok Yong, Zi Yu, Arelem Zakupek, Kunyu Zhang, Yinling Zhang, Yingxin Zhang, Chuanqi Zhao, Zhanting Zhao, Business Management with a semester at University of Birmingham, Dubai, Sema Ipek Chivilek. Ella Stewart, Business Management with Yin Industry, Bethan Anderson. Eleanor Ansel. Aoife Cannon. Philippe Martin Chiapella. Daniel Caulfield. Poppy Cullen. Vivek Desai. Samnit Dami. Finlay Donnelly. Jonathan Eady. Oyinye Chukwu Fidelis Iwelu. Tom Flanagan. Benjamin Govier. Ellie Catherine Hand. Zach Ethan Harper. Emma Harrison. Thomas Hopes. William Hunt. Harry Michael Irving. Rohan Chahal. Kirsty Lang. Sharia Malhotra. Samuel Mannings. Lucy McMasters. Kate Mungan. Alexander Montoro. Jordan Morris. Scott Newman. Benjamin Oldham. Jamin Patel. Kush Patel. Sienna Elise Patel. Amar Patani. Daphne Persson. James Porter. Eva Powell. Ethan Roche. Sabah Shasad. Tara Sharma. Alexander Slater. Josiah Smethurst. Abigail Saville. Serena Thomas. Alice Tivy. Oliver Wilkinson. Oi Tzi Shin. Business Management with Communications, Dima Al-Hashimi. Emily Edwards. Zimran Chahal. To Lee. Amelia Newman. Aaron Ozanlov. Maya Stanley. Yida Yang. Kahang Boris Jong. Business Management with Communications and Yin Industry, Emily Pickard. Sophie Schilling. Business Management with Marketing, Reem Ahmed Al-Mahdi. Dua Atala G. Al-Juhani. Madeline Campbell. Lydia Catalan Round. Xinyi Chen. Zheming Chen. Katarina Christodoulou. Nicholas John Cook. Sem Cudley. Beth Lauren Davies. Georgi Dolchenko. Angela Gill. Isabel Gleiwitz. Emma Gordon. Xian Yu Guo. Rui He. Lexi Lee Hutchinson. Habib ul Rahman Javaid. Trisha Ong Kaishwan. Erin Keenan. Gultivan Kulak. Supie Kya. Sonny Leichenring. Yili. Yili. Yi Qi Liang. Ye Liu. Zhen Rongluo. Havin Korman. Julian Joku. Georgina Owen. Anisha Begum Rahima. Jinjia Rui. Dia Sharma. Xuan Shu. Lincoln Ka Hem Shum. Ella Stevens. Joshua Swanepoel. Magnolia Rana Sydney. Adatwana Taran. Janet Teame. Chi Han Chan. Min Hong Tran. Lai Babajit. Emily Werrett. Yu Ji Yan. Song Han Yang. Yu Chen Yang. Xinyuan Zhang. Zhang Yushan. Business Management with Marketing semester at UAB Dubai, Jessica Brass. Alexandra Mena. Business Management with Marketing and a Year in Industry, Lucy Atkins. Lucy Bateman. Catherine Coupland. Beth Curry. Alana Curtis. Takutswa Dewa. Rachel Dickinson. Jamie Don. Avani Gill. Caden Gums. Ella Hawkins. Anya Kotechu. Ria Kovac. Rosalinda Kwafo Akoto. Ria Lally. Sam Lee. George Lewis. Sophie Lovell. Bobby McDonald. Amelia McDowell. Oliver Murray. Maisie Northcott. Katie Overend. Ria Radia. Max Ratcliffe. Alice Reeve. Emma Ruel. James Scott. Ellie Thomas. Lucy Thomas. Fern Thompson. Wen Ying Wang. Business Management with Year in Civic Leadership, Luke Borton. Business Management with Year in Computer Sciences, Imane Ferri. Petrina Mahon. Economics, Seb McCallum. International Business, Manvita Anantagiri. Aryambala. Jessica Carter. Millie Davda. Simran Kaur Dillon. Octavia Edith Heinis Yolante. Margaret Oluwaduni Ladipo. Ruby Lewis. Catherine Maddock. Shivani Mehta. Rory Nichols. Rory Pateman. Sarina Sidhu. Harry Vader. Henry Wagorn. International Business with Language, Caitlin Dunn. Virginia Saffin. Kei-Shin Shu. International Business with Marketing, Caroline Brilliant. Mikhailo Pimkin. Bachelor of Science, Business Management, Fakir Ur Rehman.
Congratulations to you all. You've all managed to negotiate the steps and the hot weather, and apologies for everyone who had a selfie with me that I've ruined. But thank you and a huge congratulations to the class of 2026. You're all now officially graduates of the University of Birmingham. My name is Rachel O'Reilly and I'm the Pro-Vice-Chancellor for Research. And honestly, being here today and getting to be part of this really special moment for all our graduates and their friends and family is something I will never take for granted and is one of the most special occasions we have in our academic year. I saw all the smiles as our graduates came on stage, and I know how much hard work has gone into everyone getting here, and it really shows. But today something changes. Your relationship with the university doesn't end, it becomes something different. From today, you join a global community of over 4,000 alumni in more than 170 countries. That's not a number that we should gloss over, that's a network of people who sat exactly where you are sitting and went on to do extraordinary things. And when I say extraordinary, I mean extraordinary. We've had Nobel Prize winners, Olympic gold medalists, pioneering engineers, celebrated authors, business leaders, entrepreneurs, educators, clinicians on the front line, policymakers. That is now the company that you all are part of. And together, that community carries serious weight. Just last month, we found out that Birmingham is ranked 68th in the world in the QS World University Rankings. That's a top 10 position in the UK and a rise for the fourth year in a row. That trajectory is built on the quality of what happens here. That's our research, our teaching, and our ambition. And it's strengthened year on year by people like you graduating from this very hall. And just yesterday, we found out that we were top in our peer group, the Russell Group, for student experience. We were ranked first, in the Russell Group, and 10th across the UK in this survey. And what's important about the NSS survey is that it's voted on by students themselves and represents their experience at Birmingham. And over the past 2 years, this student satisfaction has been rising significantly faster than the rest of the sector. And that didn't happen by accident. That happened because of the staff who dedicate themselves to your learning, and because you, our students, who engaged, pushed back, gave feedback, and helped us shape this place. So thank you. You may have time today to wander the corridors of this fabulous Aston Webb building. And if you do get a chance to do that, you will see some museum objects and artwork and manuscripts, photographs and films that layer the story of everyone who came before you. One of those stories belongs to Stuart Hall, one of the country's leading cultural theorists, who directed the Centre for Contemporary Cultural Studies here in the 60s and 70s. His work is foundational to cultural studies as a discipline, and genuinely foundational. We were incredibly lucky that his family gifted his papers to the university after his passing, and there is a research project underway at our institution right now to make that archive accessible worldwide, to ensure that his great legacy lives on. This is just one example of a story from our great institution, but there are many stories that give this place its meaning. Stories of discovery, perseverance, creativity and courage. And today your stories join theirs. Each of you have left a mark here, be that in seminars, studios, maybe not labs, but maybe labs, and libraries. through the hard stretches and the brilliant breakthroughs. You've shaped the community as much as it has shaped you. And that has always been our university's story, one of creativity and one of vision, matched with some grit. Some failures, many successes, and a refusal to stop pushing forward. And I suspect that might already be your story, but keep shaping it wherever you go next. You and everyone who supported you to get here today have every reason to be proud. More than a century ago, King Edward VII stood on this stage at our formal opening and said something that I think still stands today. He said, "I say, in the honour and dignity of this university are largely in your hands, and I look to you to initiate and hand down worthy traditions to your successors." Those words haven't dated. Our futures are bound together. You are part of this university's legacy, and you will help write what comes next. And I'm excited to say that our next chapter starts with you. Class of 2026, please accept my warmest congratulations. Well done. I declare the congregation closed.
The ceremony that completes the university journey for hundreds of Birmingham alumni has come to an end. The procession begins to stream out of the Great Hall, carrying with them the maces that were set down at the start of the ceremony. It's a nice bit of visual poetry that bookends the ceremony. As those maces are carried forward, so too are our graduates onto their next adventure. This is a powerful moment for our graduates, representing the culmination of years of dedicated study. The education, connections, and friendships they have made at Birmingham will last a lifetime. The University of Birmingham is known for producing great thinkers, change makers, and innovators. From Nobel Prize winners to sporting champions, this institution has shaped minds that go on to make a real difference in the world. Today's graduates are stepping into that legacy, ready to make their mark, whether they're heading into research, launching businesses, or, let's be honest, finally taking a proper break before the next adventure begins. From the Great Hall to the wider world, our graduates will carry the knowledge, ambition, and spirit of Birmingham in their next chapter. Wherever you are watching from, this is not just an ending. It is the beginning of something exceptional. The live stream has now ended.